Hi, my name is Sydney Youngward, and I will be discussing politics in Zimbabwe as well as the infrastructure of the country and how both of these aspects affect international business. Now, first, I would like to talk about politics. Now, the government is considered to be very corrupt ever since Robert Mugabe was elected as president in 1987 through what was considered a rigged election. Now, the corrupt government has really affected agriculture as well. In 2000, Mugabe instigated a pretty violent takeover of foreign-owned farms and completely redistributed the lands to native farmers. Now, his plan kind of backfired since at the time, native farmers were not familiar with the modern farming techniques the foreign farmers were using. Now, the native farmers eventually learned, but it was too late and really affected the farming of the country, and it is still recovering today. Now, even though Mugabe has been in office for decades, there has been political tensions due to the country experiencing a lot of political reform, especially since the 2013 election. That was considered probably the most corrupt and rigged election that the country has experienced with Mugabe. Now, these political changes are really affecting the economy as well as banking, which I will get to later on. Now, the government has really developed a violent past towards outsiders, especially since the agricultural reform back in 2000. It really set a closed-off tone towards foreigners, and not only this, but the unstable economy has caused a lot of political tension as well. Zimbabweans are finding it difficult to withdraw their own money. Sometimes they can only withdraw between $40 and $50 a day due to banks running out of real dollars. Now, some Zimbabweans are even leaving the country in order to avoid the unstable economy and the hyperinflation, and are seeking better economic opportunities elsewhere. Now, the GDP is still recovering from a 40% decrease, so any type of fluctuation within the economy could really instigate more political instability than there already is. Now, as for the infrastructure, the railway system connects to ports in other countries, which is perfect for importing and exporting. Now, there's only one international airport. And there are 3 airlines operating there, with 2 state-controlled and 1 privately owned. The 2 state-controlled are pretty poorly managed due to the government interference. However, the privately owned airline has actually been successful and has developed a large share in the market. Now, Zimbabwe also has 3 mobile phone companies operating, which however, the government has taken over one of them, Telecel, and they actually plan on controlling the other companies as well. This is the government's reasoning behind this is to stabilize the economy through government funding. However, Zimbabweans are pretty skeptic of this plan because they feel like the government is just using this as another way to control its citizens. Now, the infrastructure could really have a positive effect on international business, with the railway system providing the landlocked country access to ports. However, the government takeover of mobile phone companies is really eliminating the need for private investors, and now these investors are seeking opportunities elsewhere, which is a loss for the country because it really could have stabilized the economy a little better. However, the international airport makes it pretty easy to do business. The infrastructure overall would really attract potential international business However, the political instability is really making it difficult for the country to utilize it. Now, that is all I have. If you have any questions, please post in the discussion board. And that is all I have.